2005 was a great year for superhero enjoyers. While the children had games like Batman Returns and the Fantastic Four to play with, the cooler gamers with older brothers got to play one of the most violent superhero games ever made. A game so violent it was not only banned in Germany, but it was also on track to being banned in both Australia and the UK. But after slapping a cute filter over some of the not so friendly scenes and removing a few of the naughtier moments from the game completely, Volition Games said, yep, that's good enough, and released the Punisher to the world. But just how well does it hold up 21 years later? Our story kicks off on Riker's island as a couple of detectives want to have a word with us about some of the murders happening around the city recently. Here we go, Punisher. I'm crook as a dog right now. What better time to play some video games?
I'm Detective Soap. This is Lieutenant Richtofen.
But the detectives aren't too happy with some of the answers we're giving them, so they want us to start all the way back at the beginning, long before the funeral incident and the whole Russian spy island thing.
So take us back 3 weeks. You're in the neighborhood crack house doing what exactly?
I was watching the TV show House. They were playing on the TV. There's a loop. It's kind of like the Big Bang Theory, but they're all doctors. I was also on crack. What is up with the dude's face? Did he just leave the crack house? Why is the guy clipping through the bush? Am I already on crack? I haven't even seen the house yet. What is going on? Well, when we finally locate the crack house, we're already too late, as the moment we arrive, some poor bloke gets shot out the top story window.
Larry, look! It's the fucking Punisher!
No shit! Hey, asshole! Come get some!
Yeah, dipshit! We ain't scared of you!
Shit, Tom. What if he really does come up here?
Oh, you bet I'm coming up there, buddy. Heard you guys got crack up there. And the new season of House on Blu-ray. I'm coming for that shit. Now inside the crack house, we decide it's time to give the place a proper clean. And I'm not talking about the piles of shit scattered everywhere. Instead, this is the perfect place to learn some of the basics this game has to offer. Like how to blast criminals point blank with a shotgun and also torture people.
Damage runs it! He's up on the 4th floor!
But after some friendly interrogating, we find the place is run by a bloke named Damage, and he is expecting us up on the 4th floor. So not wanting to disappoint the man, we slowly make our way up, taking down every bad guy in our path. Hell is this shit? I was told you guys had the new season of House on Blu-ray. God damn. But after getting back out there and finishing the job, we find old mate Courage hiding behind the couch, where after a little friendly chat, he tells us someone had tipped him off, and he was expecting us this whole time.
I got a call saying you'd show tonight. I don't know who it was.
With Courage now dealt with, our next mission was to track down the person who tried to kill us back at the crack house. But the only information we have to go off is a plate number registered to a chop shop in Hell's Kitchen. But lucky for us, the reason this game is so infamous is because of the brutal special interrogation sequences that originally almost got this game banned, where in exchange for maybe not chopping a dude's head off with an airplane propeller or feeding him to a hungry shark, the bad guys will spill the beans on all the naughty things their organizations get up to. But thanks to the game being heavily censored in Australia and me not wanting to get demonetized, I'm playing this game with the violence setting cranked all the way down. But the use of a black and white filter and lack of blood doesn't stop us from finding out all the information we need, as the chop shop, while not only being dodgy on its own, is also a front for the Gnucci family, as they use this place to ship their illegal drugs all over the city.
The Gnucci's, Carlo. Why are they here? What's the connection?
Please! I just take orders from Bobby Gnucci. Don't hurt me.
Let's talk outside. It's getting kinda close in here. Tell me about you and the Gnucci's, Duca.
Bobby's my boss, alright?
Oh my god, can I show this? What the hell?
Carlo Duca was just a little floater in the Gnucci's bowl. Killing this operation will put a dent in the Gnucci's finances. Piss Ma off to no end. All in all, a good night.
So with the Gnucci family now on our hit list, we make our way over to Lucky's bar, as Bobby Gnucci is known to use the back rooms to run all of his naughty businesses out of. But when we get there, the bloke is heavily guarded, so we're gonna need to take all of his minions out before we can get our hands on him. Were any of those dudes Bobby? Did I actually kill the guy? Okay, no, I guess I didn't kill Bobby. He was just chilling in the back here the whole time. All his boys are dead out front, he doesn't even care. Ain't that Bobby a little bitch? One tap the guy. Don't look at all the bullet holes in the back wall. And speaking of shit aim, you should aim for that subscribe button right now, because I'm currently platinuming every single Spider-Man game, and if we reach 10,000 subs before I finish the first 4 games, I'm going to 100% not only the longest Spider-Man, but also the most expensive Spider-Man that both don't have platinum trophies. But only if you subscribe. But with Bobby now taken care of, things weren't about to get any easier for the good old Punisher here, as the rest of the Gnucci family now wants to get revenge for the death of Bobby Gnucci. And what better way to get back at the Punisher than by kidnapping his next door neighbor?
Punisher's on his way.
Please.
Who's the girl?
She's bait. Get ready.
But we can't let them kill our old pal Joan, so we run on over to Central Zoo as fast as possible, making sure we bonk all the Gnucci henchmen on our way. And things here are even worse than we ever could have imagined, as the goons have also killed all the animals in the zoo. Oh my god, is that a bloody zebra? I love zebras. These pricks are going to pay for that. So over the fallen zebras, we push our way through the rest of the zoo, wiping out every single goon in our sights until we finally track down our neighbor Joan. Piranhas eat Joan in 3 minutes. You're telling me we got to kill the bushwhacker and save this chick in 3 minutes? No shot that is happening. But she's not safe just yet, as the bushwhacker has her locked in a cage dangling above a pool of piranhas.
How do I save her?
Like I tell you, asshole.
Oh my god, that was sick. This might actually be my favorite PS2 game, and I own cars, so that says a lot. But after finishing on all the goons, we are able to drain the pool's water and save our neighbor Joan from being eaten alive.
Are they all dead? What about Bushwhacker?
He'll be dead soon.
But Bushwhacker's a problem for later, as we get word that today is actually Bobby Gnucci's funeral, and the whole Gnucci crime family will most likely be together in one spot down at Gray's funeral home. But after clearing out all the goons at Bobby's funeral, we learn that Ma slipped out earlier and is already on her way back home. Luckily for us though, this mission wasn't all for nothing, as we get word Eddie might still be here lurking somewhere around the building, as this place is actually another front for the Gnucci's drug smuggling business. So with another shipment of Ma's drugs destroyed, it's time to track down her last remaining son Eddie, who's hiding somewhere in the building's attic after catching word that we're coming for him. Oh my god, dude was shitting himself camping the door. A little bitch. Come here, Eddie, you little prick. Stop running. There we go. One tap the bloke. He's gone flying.
Any last words, Eddie?
My ma'll never rest until you're dead.
What the hell? This shit is hectic. Why did it take me so long to play this? This might actually be the best superhero game ever made. So with both sons now out of action, it was time to head over to the Gnucci estate in search for Ma, who's locked herself deep inside the mansion. And to make things a little harder for us, she's also called in the last of her soldiers for backup, which is fine by me, as one of those soldiers just so happens to be our old pal, the bushwhacker.
Keepers finally let you out of the zoo. Just shoot yourself and save me the bullet.
Smile, Castle. You're gonna see your family again.
Out of nowhere, we are blown by the bushwhacker, sending us crashing through the floor deep down into the mansion's basement, where we find Ma's got some poor bloke locked up in a cage.
You're not a Gnucci. Who are you?
But this place is crawling with Ma's henchmen, and things go from bad to even worse as we find out the Kingpin has also sent a bunch of Russians to help take us down. So if we want to stop the Gnucci crime family for good, we are first going to need to fight our way through the endless amount of bad guys in our way, until we eventually catch up with our old friend the bushwhacker.
Wondered if you'd have the guts to show up again.
Your guts will be showing up all over this room, Castle.
Oh my god, that bloke ate the rocket. What a champion. I don't think I even lost any health. What an absolute animal.
You bastard! What are you doing?
Disarming you.
Oh shit, we took his little bushwhacker. Yeah, he ain't coming back from this one. Poor guy. Kind of got what he deserved though after all that zebra shit, right? So with bushwhacker now out of our way for good, we still need to track down Ma, who is hiding somewhere inside the mansion. But we would need to get a move on fast, as the whole place is quickly burning down.
Get out of my house! Haven't you cost me enough?
Not yet. Got what I came for. Time to leave.
There we go. Ma Gnucci is dead. That was kind of anticlimactic. Like, we're chasing her boys all around the place. Just push her out a window. We did it though. She is done. But even with the Gnucci's out of the picture, the drug trade shows no signs of slowing down, as Kingpin's men have taken over the docks where the drugs are being smuggled in. The only problem is we're not the only ones looking to shut it all down, as Black Widow is here on a mission of her own, and things aren't exactly going to plan for her.
What the hell are you doing here, Castle?
You're welcome.
I let them capture me, you fool.
Why?
A stolen Russian nuke is coming in by freighter tonight. I'm taking it back.
So with an even bigger problem now on our doorstep, we decided it's probably best to work with Black Widow on her mission, as we need to head towards Pier 74 where the stolen Russian nuke is meant to be docking, making sure to get as much information as we can from the people in our way. But the Russians aren't the only organization trying to take over the docks, as the Yakuza have shown up with the exact same mission as us.
What are Yakuza doing here?
The dogs! We're taking over the docks!
So we fought our way through the endless amount of Russian and Yakuza soldiers until we finally make it to the docks where we find a perfectly nice boat parked up at the harbor. Yeah, it wasn't actually the boat we are searching for, as the Russians have Pier 74 heavily locked down like they're still waiting for something to arrive.
There are 2 Russian freighters arriving tomorrow night. The device is on one of them. Which? I do not know.
One ship for each of us.
You investigate the Igor Baltiski. I will take the Red Guardian.
So if Black Widow's information is correct, we are gonna need to intercept the Russian ship before it reaches New York City, and while we're at it, we may as well squeeze as much information out of them as possible. But the mission just got a whole lot more complicated, as we discover the ship's also being used to traffic women in and out of New York City.
This changes things. Smuggling in women to feed their prostitution rings. Can't blow up the ship until I get the women out.
And after some light interrogating, we find the nukes aren't even on board the boat, as a bloke named Kregov has them stashed somewhere on Grand Nixon Island. So before we blow all the Russians and hunt Kregov down, we first need to save both the smuggled girls, as the bombs we've planted are about to go off.
No time. We need to get off this boat right now.
Now that we know Kregov has the nuke stashed on Grand Nixon Island, we'll need to head back home and rearm if we want any chance at stopping the bloke. But just as we're getting ready, there is an unexpected knock at the door.
Damn, Joan must have made another batch of cookies.
Hello, big boy.
But after jumping on the Russian's back and bending the bloke over, we managed to get the upper hand and throw him out the window, where he falls to his death. Or so we hoped, as when we went to take a look, the guy was nowhere to be found. But the Russian's gonna have to be a problem for later, as Kregov still has a nuke in his possession, so we are gonna need to find a way to the island fast.
Will we reach Grand Nixon before this thing falls apart?
You betcha. This baby's a lot sturdier than she looks. Thanks for flying Hackett Air. Watch that first step.
But when we finally reach the island, we are joined by an old friend, as Nick Fury is already here on a mission to stop America from being nuked. So together we fight our way through the Russians' camp, using whatever we can find to get as much information out of them as possible.
Kregov hates America. He urges us to kill Americans.
What the hell? These interrogations are mental. Who thinks of this shit? So with not so much information to go off, we find ourselves at the door of General Kregov's secret hideout, and just in time as he's only 30 seconds out from launching the nuke.
If that nuke isn't armed in 30 seconds, I'm gonna use you as a condom!
But the only thing standing between us and the nuke's kill switch is one massive Russian.
It's clobbering time. Favorite saying of Ting, Rodman of the Fantastic Four, big superhero in Russia.
Can it? The Punisher's coming! You handle him while I arm the nuke!
Okie dokie, boss. The Russian is on the case.
And don't screw up again, or I'll have your head ripped off and mounted on my wall!
No, this time the Russian finishes the job.
So after shooting the exploding barrels over and over again, we are able to take the Russian down once and for all, for going after Kregov, as he had made a run for it as soon as shit hit the fan. Oh my god, he actually tanked the whole clip. I have no clue what he said. All I could hear was this loud ass shit gun. That's Kregov dealt with and the nuke sorted, I think. We one-tap the guy. This game's easy as. But the Gnuccis and Russians both answer to the same man. So if we want any explanation on why people keep trying to end our life, we are gonna need to arrange a meeting with Fisk himself. But when we make it to Fisk Industries, the bloke is nowhere to be found. Instead, we are stopped by his right-hand man, Bullseye.
Where's Kingpin, Bullseye?
The big guy can't see you now, Castle, but I've made room for you in my schedule.
And after chasing him through the entire building, we cornered the guy in Fisk's office, where using his own strat of throwing shit over and over again, we are able to take him down. There we go. I barely even missed the guy with his big ass forehead and all that. There we go. Bullseye is dead.
So, Bullseye failed me again.
Tossed him out the window.
You're planning the same fate for me?
No, you would have to roll.
You think I'm behind these attempts on your life?
And you're not. Well, that's a relief.
You've been duped. Someone is using you to weaken me. He or she pointed you at Ma Gnucci and Russian organizations, and you've obediently taken them out.
But out of nowhere, the place is attacked by members of the Eternal Sun, as they are looking to capitalize on the gap we created after wiping out the Russians and the Gnucci. So with the help of Fisk, we make plans to get out of here as fast as possible, as the whole place is quickly being overrun by Yakuza members. Oh hell no, I'm not fighting all that. Only 3 seconds left, I'm getting out of here.
Kingpin was telling the truth. He's not behind any of this. It's Jigsaw. There's a Yakuza gang, the Eternal Sun, moving in on the Gnucci and Mercs operation you'd cleaned out.
And?
Guy named Takagi heads the gang, but Jigsaw's become his lieutenant somehow. He's leading the strikes on the other gang's territories.
So with members of the Eternal Sun quickly moving in on all the Gnucci and Russian operations, it was time for us to head back down to the docks where they're still smuggling drugs into New York City. But this time we're here to shut it down for good, though not alone, as members of S.H.I.E.L.D. are here to lend a helping hand. Love how the boat that we destroyed at the start of the game is just chilling there still. That was not me. I did not do that. I'm not taking the blame for this one. I didn't do that. That was not me, boys. But it turns out the docks are only one small part of the Gnucci drug running business, as we get word that some of the surviving members are still packing and selling drugs out of an old meat packing plant nearby. And we aren't the only ones wanting to shut them down, as the Yakuza are also on their way with plans of taking over the plant for themselves, making tonight the perfect night to hit them both at the same time. But before we can shut the place down, we first need to save all 5 hostages the Yakuza have taken. Oh, okay, that was probably my fault. I didn't say I had to save him, I just had to find them. I found him, he's dead. My bad, boys. Bro, my aim, I cannot. Stop shooting me. Oh my god, I missed. There we go. Hostage 4 number saved. There we go. 1 more to go. There is the 5th one. Oh my god, he's actually alive. I've been looking for this guy for like 20 minutes. I killed all the blokes and just fucking ran past him. I just left him here. We actually managed to save 2 of them, which is pretty good. It sucks to be the other ones. But with all 5 of the meat packers now safe, it's time to get back to what we actually came here for, as we need to shut this place down before the Yakuza can take over the Gnucci's drug operations. But we soon get word that our attacks on the Eternal Sun have caused a serious shake-up within the organization, as the leader Takagi has lost a lot of his supporters, and his would-be replacement is even more connected to us than we ever could have imagined.
Jigsaw is, well, he's John Saint. You remember? The guy who killed your family?
I know what he did.
So with the Yakuza planning on hitting Stark Industries next, we would need to come up with a plan fast on how to sneak in, as if they manage to get their hands on any of the Iron Tech armor, we are kind of in deep shit.
You two just happened to be taking a tour of Stark Industries when 100 heavily armed Yakuza stormed the building?
Dave's a big Iron Man fan.
So with the help of our neighbor Dave, we walk straight through the front doors as we take a tour of Stark Industries. But we might already be too late, as the place is completely overrun by Yakuza. So with the help of our neighbor Dave on comms, we would need to fight our way through the Eternal Suns alone. And to make things even worse, old mate Iron Man is nowhere to be found. What's that guy doing? Why is he just laying down in the helicopter? Bro's just snoozing on the job. Typical Iron Man the dog, showing up when this shit's already over. He's got a wicked suit, bro. He could have taken this helicopter down easy. Instead, I'm here fucking shooting with rocket.
I need a drink.
With Jigsaw now souped up on Iron Tech armor, we made our way over to the Yakuza's hideout, hoping to have a word with their leader Takagi. But when we arrive, we quickly find out that our undercover informant was right all along, as the Eternal Sun no longer answer to their old leader. Instead, the members now answer to our old buddy Jigsaw, so we're left with no other option but to fight our way out of the building.
Jigsaw has used us both. You, he has used to weaken the Kingpin's criminal empire. Me, he has used the power I foolishly granted him to advance within my organization, winning over my employees to his purposes.
What purposes?
To control all crime within New York City, and to kill you at all costs.
But escaping here is easier said than done, as we need to survive a whole 4 minutes against the endless waves of assassins. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna die. They're clapping my cheeks, man. Chill, chill. Can they kill me this beast mode shit? Oh, Okay, I guess they can. But the attack on Eternal Suns went even better than planned, as after wiping out most of the active members in one go, we are caught by the police, putting us exactly where we need to be to finish this once and for all.
So this is how it ends, Castle? Your enemy's all dead and you stuck here in a prison cell for the rest of your life?
Not quite. John Saint's still alive.
But he's in prison too. In fact, he's being held right here in Riker's.
Yes, he is.
You can't be planning. How?
The Eternal Sun's not gonna leave him here. When they strike, I strike.
You're crazy. This is a maximum security prison.
I don't know how you knew this was gonna happen.
Stay quiet and stay here with Molly. All hell's gonna break loose. They're gonna free all the inmates and escape in the confusion.
What about you?
I'm gonna kill all the inmates and escape in the confusion.
And with the last surviving members of the Eternal Sun storming the prison to break Jigsaw out, we're tasked with tracking him down before he slips away. So we push through the prison, cutting through waves of inmates as we fight our way up towards the rooftop, where we finally come face to face with Jigsaw. The only other issue is the bloke's got police detective Soap held hostage, so we'd need to put a stop to this chaos once and for all. Oh my god, he's actually so low. Just one more bomb. Oh my god, I'm almost dead as well. Shit. Come on. This is for my family, fucker. Yes, we did it. That's Jigsaw dead. We saved the day. The game is done. That was wicked. Holy shit. This might actually be one of the best superhero games I have ever played. What a way to spend my day sick, eh? Smashing out the Punisher for the boys. We need another Punisher game ASAP. Thank you all so much for making it to the end of my Punisher video. Oh my god, my voice is gone. Watch whatever video's on screen right now, boys. You're gonna love it, trust me. That was mental. I'm going to bed.